It's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 6, episode 8. I hope everyone is well today. I am so frustrated. I gotta get this right one of these days, having this set up. Like, I have it all perfect, and then it just it doesn't show me. When I press, like, when the camera comes up, it doesn't show what it's gonna look like when I actually go live, which is really annoying, because then it either shows too much on the sides, or, you know what I mean, if I bring it in, I'm cutting things off, and I think I have it all set to how I want it, and it just is very frustrating, but it is c'est la vie. So I hope everyone is good today. I'm just going to turn down my lighting a little bit. That's the other thing, like checking, even if I have everything ready before I start, it just changes. It just changes with, yeah. Okay, so how is everybody today? Again, welcome. It is, what did I say? Season 6, episode 8, I believe. So it is the spring equinox. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. Sorry, the A-L-E-X-I-S. No, A-L-E-X-A. Just made a noise like we have a notification. But I'll let somebody else in the house answer it. So, as you can see, because tomorrow's the first day of spring, I brought some of my plants in from outside and thought that that would look good. Because this is actually a nice wooden cabinet behind me, I put plastic trays so that my pots aren't actually on my wooden cabinet. But I hope that it looks nice and festive. This is a new decoration for Easter and spring that I just bought. I haven't taken down my Easter and spring decorations from the loft, and I'm not sure that I'm going to, just with all the home renovations going on this year. But this is I thought he was cute, and I like to add once in a while, so the fact that I even saw anything for that is a nice ornament. You know, because they don't decorate as big here as we do in North America, so I liked that. And even though this was for Mother's Day, I bought it for myself. It doesn't say mother on it, but it says, "You're bloomin' lovely." And I didn't just buy it for myself. I bought it for doing the lives, like how I have, let me do this. I wonder if I can get it anywhere without the ring on it. No? Okay. But it's got flowers all around it. Should have thought about this before I filled it so full. So I thought it would be good for spring and gardening and everything, using it for my lives. Drinking old bottles of pop that I've put back in the fridge because they weren't cold enough. So it's oh, my watch is just reminding me to look at my rings because I haven't done my exercise yet today. So it has 3 rings. It's the move ring. Well, it tells me it's told me I've achieved my goal. So you have your stand ring, your move ring, and your exercise ring. You can see that. And people who have Apple Watches probably know this. So the red one is my stand ring. So I've done most of my hours of standing. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. The red one's my move ring. So I've almost done all of my moving. The green one that I haven't done even half of is my exercise ring. And the one in the middle is my standing ring. So if I scroll down a bit, I know this is backwards on here, but it'll tell you that I've done 447, so I've done 93% of my move goal. So I've done 447 out of 480 calories for today. I've done 12 minutes of 30 minutes of exercise, so only 40%. And out of my standing, I've done 12 out of 12 hours, so 100% of my standing. But it really doesn't matter what my exercise ring says, because I still do, who's that handsome man? I still do my my exercise, even if I've gotten enough exercise in the garden or what have you. I still do my exercise even if my 30 minutes is already done. So me and Steve always try to close our rings every day. I hope everybody's good, and I'm very excited for spring. I know people in the like in certain regions like Canada and stuff, you probably still have snow, so it doesn't feel like spring. But it is getting there. It is getting there. I know when I drive and I see all the daffodils on the verges that are already blooming and stuff, and I have Oh, there's these little baby, tiny baby ones here. So I have some daffodils that are blooming, but, and there's some, where are the other ones? These ones aren't real. Those are the ones that are in the ornament. Oh, they're over here. I don't know if you can see them. They're small ones as well. But I see all these ones on the verges in the green. That's one of the things I like about it here. They have, you know, the green grass verges on the side of the roads and stuff. We have them in Canada as well. But they plant bulbs in them, so in the spring it's just full of daffodils, and I think it looks lovely. And some of them have crocuses. But they are definitely blooming ahead of any of mine that are in pots here. So I don't have the displays like they do. I don't know who's on, and nobody has said hi yet, so I hope everyone is doing well, whether you're watching this live now or at a later time. I can't believe it's already March 20th. So in 10 days, on March 30th, me and Steve go to see Jason Manford, a comedian that Steve is a big fan of, not just as a comedian, but as a person. He really admires him. And then a few days later, our eldest daughter, Amy, is getting married to her fiance, James, longtime boyfriend. So that is exciting and coming up very quickly. Samantha says hello. Hello, Samantha. Hope you're well. I'm trying to think if there's any. Okay, so with home renovations. So last week we had the electricians. And I think it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we had the electricians. And then they will be back tomorrow, so Monday and Tuesday. The kitchen electrical stuff is done. Now we're just waiting for the kitchen guy to come and he has to just confirm, like, whatever, so he can build the kitchen. So that's the next step, is the carcasses for the cupboards and then the doors and stuff. And the electricians will be here tomorrow, and Tuesday they need to do the lights here in the living room and then the dining room, and they have some other stuff to do. But then we also had a guy come for the windows and doors. So we're getting our windows and doors replaced at the end of April, and then Fred, our joiner, will be doing our soffits and fascia. So there is so much going on here, and that's another reason, like I said, I don't know if I'm even going to bother getting the Easter and spring decor out of the loft, because before you know it, it's going to be summer. And I don't mean that in a way like, I know, like, it's still snow on the ground and stuff, like, so people are like, don't even talk about summer, it's not even spring here yet. But that's not what I mean. I mean, when there's all this stuff going on in the house, there's no time to focus on, you know, those little things. It's just, it's hard enough to, and like, it's been a bit of nice weather the last few days, so I've been wanting to be outside. That's another reason that, like, so I could have vacuumed the living room and dining room, and I'd like to do that before people come, but the workers are just going to make a dusty mess. But it is also like a lot of dog hair. So it was like, do I vacuum before they come and make a mess, or do I just leave it and then vacuum it after the mess? And it wasn't even like, I've been outside and running around and like driving places and stuff, so I didn't get it vacuumed in here. I still haven't done my workout, so, and I'm tired. So after I'm done my live, I'm going to do my workout, and then I'm going to go in bed and probably watch Gardener's World and then fall asleep. So it will not be vacuumed before the electricians get here at 7:30 in the morning, but that is life. And I don't think they care anyways. They can still do their work. Saying that, so let's see, puppy is good. That is Tom's new puppy, Nova. She's doing really well. So I think it's been about 3 weeks that he's had her now. And, or I guess on Tuesday it'll be 3 weeks. What else? Sorry, I'm trying to eavesdrop on people talking in the entranceway. Steve's going to cards. I don't think he's left yet, but what was I talking about? So Nova. Oh, so Allison. I told you guys that Allison had an interview last week, and she got the job. So that was very exciting. She had her first shift on Friday, so she worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So she's doing serving, bussing, but they don't call it bussing here. They call it something else. Like, she's a server basically, and like a runner. So the runner. So serving, like waitressing, like when you take the orders, and then the runner is who runs the food out and sets the food on the table for the customers and stuff. And it's, like I said, it's a really nice place, and I'm really excited for her. And she seems to be doing well. Samantha says waiting on. Yeah, so she's like wait staff. Like, she's a server. So But like I said, it's the 3 shifts. She's done different things, so they're training her for, you know, not just one thing. So she knows how to do all of the stuff. And I guess there's live music there on Fridays and Saturdays, so it can be quite loud. But yeah, it's her first taste of a job outside of, like, she did dog walk for Sam, so she has technically had a job before, but this is her first one in the food industry. So taking after her mama. I'm excited for her. I'm happy that she likes it, and it's always horrible on your first few days, like when you're just trying to get a hang of things and stuff. But yeah, so I don't know where everybody is today. I know it's Sunday. I know in Canada, with the time change, well, I should say North America, with the time change, North America and the Northern Hemisphere, where's that? I don't know. Anyway, wherever you guys have already changed your clocks, it's a different time watching me, and so because it's 2 in the afternoon where my family lives in Alberta, I know it's like right in the middle of the day, so it might be harder to watch me right now, as opposed to, see, because it's a Sunday, I didn't want to have it too early on a Sunday for my family in Alberta, because you want to sleep in if you can, or if people go to church before, or, you know, in the morning or whatever. And so I didn't want to have it too early, but it's also Sunday, so it's like your last day before you have to go back to work or whatever on Monday, and then like, so I can't have it too late for Alberta people, because then it would be like midnight for me. So I've tried to make it a time that works well for us. I mean, to be honest, there's part of me here that wants to push it back a little bit so that people aren't, you know, it's like as soon as when I'm doing my live, Steve's leaving for cards, and a lot of times Erica's going to bed, only because she gets up so early. But if I push it back, you know, because like I said, lots of times even if I've already done my workout, it this seems like the time goes by so fast after I tidy up and everything else before my bedtime on a Sunday evening. So I think this is a good time. I think I'm going to just stick to this time for now. And like I said, hopefully when we change our clocks, it'll be lighter in the garden soon enough, and I can be doing these live from the garden and not having to bring the plants in with me. So yeah. Something else is tomorrow is International Down Syndrome Awareness Day. So they have this thing called Lots of Socks. So I have my Lots of Socks. So you can wear silly socks, crazy socks. I've doubled these ones. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring up both feet at the same time. Okay. There, so lots of socks for Down syndrome. Yay! And I know it's tomorrow, so I'll do something like this again tomorrow, and maybe the family will, and we'll take a picture. Oh, that was my workout for the day. Just kidding. But yeah, the yoga is definitely not where it used to be, or that would have been easier. But I don't have any books to talk about this week because I'm still working on the last one. So I don't know what else to talk about if there's nobody watching this live right now or giving me feedback or talking about things. So Samantha is, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but she has axolotls. Yeah, I think we have talked about this, and she has baby axolotls. And in about, Samantha, was it 2 months or 3 months? I can't remember when they're ready to leave. When she's done taking care of them and they're ready to come, I am going to be the proud mama of some baby axolotls. And we will see how that goes. So they're a type of salamander. I got a burp from the soda. Samantha says they need to be 10 weeks old before I can bring them home. So we had for dinner the last 2 days. Yesterday I wanted to make something quick and easy but healthy, and I ran out to the shop to get some stuff, and I decided on a veggie stir fry with black bean sauce, and you could have it with noodles or rice or not, just nothing, just a veggie stir fry with, oh, chicken, forgot, so I had chicken as well, but I cooked the chicken separate on the George Foreman, and then made the veggie stir fry with black bean sauce. And then I just, for like Steve, I just cut up one chicken breast and then mixed it in a bowl with some of the veggie stir fry, so that instead of mixing it all, so then you could use the chicken on the side for a sandwich or whatever. I had udon noodles, which are those like big, fat, yummy noodles like worms. And Steve had brown rice, and I made egg foo young, so like Chinese omelet. So easy to make, same as you'd make an omelet. Whip up your eggs. I add a bit of milk to make them a bit more frothy. And then when you pour it into your pan, your non-stick pan or your greased pan, you add, if you like these things, you add mushrooms, little tiny prawns or shrimp, and spring onions. So we call those green onions in Canada. And I said mushrooms, onions, and some shredded chicken. And that's it. And then flip it over when it's ready to be flipped over. Oh, and bean sprouts. Sorry, bean sprouts. Okay, so mushroom, chicken, shrimp, prawns, bean sprouts, and spring onion. And it's just a Chinese omelet, and it's so yummy and healthy. And I could just eat that. And I know a lot of times when you get it from the Chinese food place, they have sauces with it, but I don't even need. Sorry, I shut off my Wi-Fi now, so hopefully we're connected again and not disconnected. I was just saying that a lot of times at Chinese you get sauce with it, but I would eat it even without the sauce. It's really yummy. So let me think. Was there anything else that we needed to talk about this week that I knew? Okay, so the benches, they're tables that Steve painted for me. They are painted silver with like hammerite rust stuff, and it's like a hammered finish. They are in the greenhouse. I'm very excited about it, and so it's hard because I got work to do because Thomas is home on the weekend and I'm not necessarily having to keep an eye on his dog. I wanted to work in the front garden, but then we did I emptied the greenhouse yesterday and put those tables in there, and I had to put stuff back in the greenhouse. And this shelf I had, this little shelf thing that I had that went behind on the table, it's only like that deep. So I could just put a bunch of stuff on these shelves to organize it. Well, it fell apart when I was going to put it back in. And Steve was saying burn it as I was like trying to pick it up. He's like, burn it. I'm like, no, this is my shelf. I need this. He's like, burn it. So, and then it fell apart. So it's on the burn pile. So that's annoying because I need to replace it with something. Otherwise there's just a lot of, you need to be organized, or I need to be organized. And you don't want all the stuff on the table because then you can't use the table for plants or for potting or anything else. But I am very excited about, I'll put pictures in the comments of how rusty they were when we got them and how they look in the greenhouse. Because I forgot to take pictures of them after they were painted in the driveway. So, but I have pictures of them in the greenhouse painted. So, so that was very exciting. So yes, I've been outside for today and yesterday. And then driving Allison to and from work, and I picked up this really big water butt today. So because we're getting our soffits and fascia and guttering redone, right now on the ends of the house, wherever the guttering leaks, I have like buckets, like big like handle buckets, like 40 liters, and I think they're 40 liters. Anyways, they just catch where it leaks, but once the guttering's done properly, I can put water butts to catch the rainwater off the roof and fill up and use that for watering plants and stuff instead of using tap water, so we save on the water bill and it's better for the environment. So I've been keeping my eye out for good water butts, big ones, and the one that I got I like, and it holds 500, I think it's 500 liters. There's a handsome man over here. I thought he came in to see me, but he didn't. He came in because he left his jacket in here. Bye. I love you. Bye. So, yes. And, okay, so the one that I got, Steve thinks it's tacky, but it looks like a big, like, Roman pillar. I can put the picture of it in the comments as well. It's not my picture. It's the picture that they had on the marketplace, Facebook marketplace. But it's like a big, it looks like a big Roman pillar. And the reason I got it is because there's one part in my garden that I call the ruins, and it has like this huge like concrete or cement, like whatever post pillar that I bought from the buy and sell like a few years ago, when Steve's like, what do you need that for? And I'm like, I don't know. So, and then I have some broken, like an old broken like column, like a Roman column thing that I had, and broken angel statues, so it just looks like I call it my ruins, so it'll work good. It'll look good with that stuff, and it'll work well because a lot of the water butts that I saw were only like 250 liters or less. And so not only is this one different than just your average green or black skinny little water butts, it is also, it holds a lot and it looks cool. So I'm excited about that. And anything garden related, I'm excited about. Sometimes with the home renos or the garden, you just think like, ugh, this is taking forever for this to happen. And then you look at pictures from like even a year ago and you're like, holy man, we've done so much in a year. And you know, things are coming along. So I know I went back and looked at my spring photos from the garden from like 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, and then last year. And it's crazy, some of the things. Some of the things have grown so much. Some of the things are completely different, and it's just very exciting. Samantha, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday, you were 23 weeks? Am I right? 23 or 24 weeks pregnant now. So that is another thing that's very exciting that's coming up before you know it. I hear somebody knock. I think it's the dog. I think it's, yeah, it is. I hear paws now. It's Nova, the puppy, trying to get into the living room. If the door's not latched, she'll knock it open, but she's 23 weeks on Friday, Samantha is. So that is very exciting. If I just tip up a little bit on here, you can see my niece and nephew over on this side. That's Declan and Felicity. And then over on this side, it's Samantha and her family and Oliver, and then the babies, the sonogram from the baby. And if you go up even more, it's my nieces and my nephews, and there's my dad. And yeah, so I just changed some things for my live, but I already have the baby sonogram picture up there with the family. So, because I'm that excited. So, yes, and then Easter's coming up as well. So, I don't know, I'm just really excited about the home renovations. I'm very excited about the kitchen. But even with the kitchen, it's going to be a while for, like, he said that the carcasses might go in soon, but it's 6 weeks from when he puts in the order for, or no, it's not the order. He's doing the doors, like we're getting it custom made, right? So he does the woodwork, but it's the treatment for the doors is a 6 week turnaround time. That's the term I'm looking for. So once he makes the doors, or he might have already been working on the doors, I don't know. But anyways, once he gives the doors to the people who treat them, it takes, oh my God, Samantha, I knew that. I'm an idiot. I can't believe we forgot. I knew all week that the thing that was most important about today, besides doing my live on the 20th, is that it's Danielle's 4th birthday. That is Samantha's daughter, who's the same age as my niece Felicity. So Felicity had her birthday on the 8th, which I talked about last week or the week before. And Danielle's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Danielle. I hope you had a really great birthday. I'm a bad auntie for forgetting. And we will make you a video hopefully tomorrow and send it over with the family. How could I have forgotten? I was distracted with gardening. This is when you know it's an addiction, because it gets in the way of family and friends. Because I knew that it was her birthday today, and it was on my mind all week. And then, of course, when the day comes, I'm too busy with my own stuff. So I'm glad I'm not her mom, because I'd be a way bigger asshole if I forgot it. But yes, happy birthday, Danielle. I hope you had a great day. Samantha says she had an amazing day. I don't know what they did today, but I did see photos that Samantha posted of her, like, Samantha and Mouse, which is Danielle, baking yesterday. Oh, now my brain has farted. What was it again? I saw the pictures of the dough. What were you guys making again? Not pie. I can't remember what you were making. But I did see the pictures, and I did read the description, but I guess I just am that forgetful. Okay, so I have no idea where my sisters are, where my mom is. I mean, oh, you're making chicken pie. So I was, right, it was a type of pie. And did the chicken pie turn out well? Did Danielle love that she made it? She must have, I mean, even at the age of 4, I'm sure it's still that same gratification that you get from something you made and then getting to eat your own work. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was saying whoever's watching right now, again, besides Samantha, nobody's commenting, so I can't really talk about anything that you want me to talk about unless you tell me what you want me to talk about. Unfortunately, the war is still going on in Ukraine, and it is, I mean, even one day is longer than I would want it to last. I've told you guys about the bears before, but the 6 bears that are behind me, I bought them when I was 18 because I was convinced that I wanted 6 kids. So I've had those for that many years, over 20 years. And I wanted 6 kids, and sorry, the dog scared me. That was the puppy barking. I'm not sure if you heard it or not, but yes, so I was convinced that I wanted 6 kids. I always wanted 6 kids. That was my magic number. When I became a biological mother, I only had 3, and I got my tubes tied. And but now I have 3 stepchildren. So on mine and Steve's wedding day, I gave each of our kids one of those teddy bears because I knew that I would have 6 kids. So it doesn't bother me that 2 of the 6 kids live on their own, but we still have all the teddy bears. I don't know, it's fine. They can have them when they're ready to take them home. I didn't steal them back from them. They just I don't know how, after the wedding they just all ended up back here, and they've been here since. So sitting on the shelf, even though they belong to the kids, you know, it's a representation of our kids being at home with us even when they're not. So yeah, if somebody does come to the door, they can let Nova in, the puppy in, and she can come over and see you guys, but I'm not going to get up and let her in. So I wonder if it is the time change, why my sisters and my mom aren't tuning in. I know that with my mom, as we said last week, my mom spends time with my sister Tina and her husband Ryan and the kids on the weekend, but I said it's only 1 hour a week that I do my lives, so, and I know my mom likes watching them, so they need to arrange their schedule so that mom has time to watch these. But like I said, I don't know if it's the fact that it's 2 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. right now in Edmonton or in Alberta Mountain Standard Time that this is live. So it might just, it might be very inconvenient that it's right in the middle of the afternoon. I don't know. The good news is that I post these and they're on there forever, is what I say. You know, unless Facebook decides to cancel itself one day. But yeah, so you would either know, you're either watching this now or you can watch this later. But that's also the same thing is, if you just can't get enough of this voice, if you just can't get enough of this face and you want more of this, then there's all the old episodes under my videos and you can watch all of them back for the last few years. Like I said, we're on season 6, episode 8 now. So that is a lot of rambling. So I have this thing about, like, I use the name Pepper Tooth on a lot of things. It's a nickname that my little sister gave me because my teeth are really tight together and I get pepper stuck in my teeth a lot because I eat a lot of pepper. So Tina, my sister, called me Pepper Tooth and it's just stuck. And then I've used it for like my photography, Pepper Tooth Photography. Pepper Tooth Raw is my online journal. And yeah, anything Pepper Tooth. There's a band called Chauncey Pepper Tooth, but besides that, most things, if you look up on, you know, if you Google search Pepper Tooth, it comes back to most of my stuff. So I thought, because Pepper Tooth gardening, you can grow a lot of edibles. So I thought maybe I should use the name Pepper Tooth somehow, like Pepper Tooth's Garden or whatever, if I do my gardening show. But Steve likes the loudmouth Canadian, the loud Canadian gardener. And that is good, but if you're the loud Canadian gardener, I mean, besides the fact that lots of Canadians are loud, wouldn't people just assume that the loud Canadian gardener is gardening in Canada? And if not, the loud Canadian gardener gardening in the UK is a pretty long title. So what do you guys think? That's what I'm asking. Do you like Pepper Tooth's Garden or the loud Canadian gardener's garden? I don't know. I don't know what I want to name myself. I mean, my name is Lisa, but that's pretty common name. I know, like, some of the people I follow are the hang on, let me take a drink and then see if I can say this word. The fanatical gardener and the tattooed gardener. So I have no idea. There's lots of names of gardeners, and they're like the cottage, the something cottage, like, oh, what about Peppertooth Cottage? I don't know. Peppertooth's garden, Samantha says. So yeah, if you're watching this at a later date, feel free to comment and let me know what your opinions are. So I had posted on, so my Auntie Diane, who watches these sometimes, she put up a thing, and unfortunately it was like one of those lives, that, not lives, so what do you call them? A reel, like a, Samantha says my internet is on and off constantly, so I keep losing you. Sorry to hear that, Samantha. I hope I'm okay for that. It's not my internet. I hope I'm coming through clearly. What are they called? I don't really look at people's... I can't think of what it's called. On Facebook, when you put up a story, I think that's what it's called, a story, and it goes away. So my auntie put a story about this new Tupperware set that's really awesome that I want. It's like pastel colors, and it looks awesome. And I said, okay, well, let me check if there's a Tupperware rep here that I can get it from, and or if it's cheaper for me just to get my auntie to get me a set there in Canada, and then I'll just pick it up and put it in my suitcase when I go there next, or somebody's coming here. But I posted in the Middlewich community group and asked if anybody knew any Tupperware reps around here, and one of the comments was like, there's a few people who I can't remember what the first one said, but then somebody said you can go on, you can order it online direct, so they sent me the link to direct online. I did go there, but I couldn't find the set that I want. But and then somebody wrote a comment that says, did I wake up in 1979? And I just wrote on it and said, I'm Canadian, and Tupperware is still a really big thing in North America. It's superior quality to most plastic containers, so I love my Tupperware. And some people liked my comment, which made me feel better. But yeah, it's, yeah, so that reminds me that I need to talk to my auntie and get her to order me that set. Sorry, the puppy is being barky out there, and I hope she's not causing any trouble out there either, because she has this thing with shoes. So most of the shoes are in the dining room right now, because I brought the shoe rack, the big shoe table rack thing, into the dining room, because all of our kitchen cabinets are out of the kitchen. Most of them are out of the kitchen, and they're in the entranceway right now. And so the stuff from the entranceway, a lot of it is in the dining room, and it's just annoying. But the dog is, she keeps stealing shoes, and we're trying to teach her not to. But there is a couple pairs out in the entranceway, and I don't know if anybody's out there watching her. And you might ask yourself, well, where's Thomas? It's his dog. Well, I have no idea. Because eventually the dog will be, able to run around the house and do all the things that Lena does. But at the same time, right now, the dog needs training. I'm just listening to her barking. She is pretty good, but she still gets into a bit of trouble. Today, okay, so my ring light that I've been using for a couple of years now, or whatever, however long I've had this ring light doing my lives, every time I'm done, I put it back into the box, and I take care of it. I put the cord and the light back into the box. I put it in my office in the same spot. Well, today I had set up everything, and I put my ring light to put my phone on so that I could see if it looked all right, and I purposely left the cord in the box so that the dog wouldn't get the cord dangling down or whatever. And when Steve came back from his walk, the dog had chewed my box up. Luckily, she didn't chew the cord, but the box that I've been using to put it away this whole time is now destroyed, and very sad to me. So she is learning, but, she's a puppy, so there is still a few little things that she gets in trouble for. If Tom goes out, he asks us, to keep an eye on her. So I know he was in and out with his friends. But as far as I know, I didn't think he was going out this evening, but I'm not sure. So, yes. I miss everybody. I am not always a good friend, and keeping in touch with people. The last few nights I've had dreams about certain people, One of them being my Auntie Darlene, who's my godmother as well, and I keep meaning to message her just to make sure she's, you know, doing well, and for me to say hi and that I miss her, especially because I had dreams of her 2 days in a row. So you'd think that would be a sign to, hey, get in touch with this person and everything else. And so I am meaning to, but it's still, at the same time, I still haven't done it because I am not good at all this stuff. So but yeah, I've dreamt of a few people, and it's nice to see people in my dreams if I don't get to see them in real life. It feels like I spent time with them. So maybe it's our higher selves getting together, I don't know, but it is nice to see the people that I haven't seen in a while in my dreams. What else do you guys want to talk about? It is, hang on a second, I don't know what just happened to the dog, but give me one moment.
Nova, let me see. Come here, baby. Let me see. Come here, Nova. Come here, let me see. Let me see. Let me see, baby. Have you cut yourself? Have you cut yourself? Hey?
I don't see any blood.
Good girl, come on. Go for a wee. Nova. Nova, come on. Go for a wee. No. Come on.
Hi, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, Nova did a weird squeal, and Thomas was just coming up to the front door, so he came in at the same time that I went and checked on her, and we're not sure what happened. I didn't hear Lena being aggressive or anything, and they do get along. The only thing that was weird is that there was a big, like, a big knife, like a veggie knife. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the word is. Like a big kitchen knife on the floor in there. So, like I said, all the kitchen stuff's in the entranceway right now. So I don't know how the dog got the knife, but I hopefully Nova didn't hurt herself on the knife. But it doesn't seem to be any blood trails or anything. But yeah, she squealed like she was being hurt. So Thomas is, you guys just heard Thomas was in here. He just let Lena and Nova outside for a quick time outside. And when he comes to let them back in, I will bring Nova up here so you guys can see her again. I hope everyone is doing well. What else is there? Like, oh my God, it's spring. It's so exciting. The wedding coming up. And it's just weddings and babies and everything. Like I said, Samantha baby, Amy, our oldest daughter, wedding, and just spring, and like time just keeps going by, all those things. It's crazy things. People are able to travel a little bit more now, and even like I said, going to the Blue October concert for me a few weeks ago was something that was different for having been in this COVID world for a few years. Nova's already knocking on the window that she wants back in. Sorry, I know, I keep playing with my hair. It's just, it's not, see like how there's like volume and stuff out here? I love it. But how it's like flat up here, I don't love it. So that's why like when I'm like waiting for it to dry, you know how I scrunch it up here, like I just need some volume or something up on top. I like big hair. I like some craziness, because then it gives, like, I don't know, maybe it's because like I have a really long oval head that I like more like volume and stuff for my hair, just to, yeah, not like 80s like my sister's hair was, like, you know, but just like some kind of volume up there. So I don't know. Anyways, I will do this and then I will stop playing with my hair. But I'm using a white elastic this time, so it sticks out more than when I use the brown ones. There, is that good? Do I look like a from Dr. Zeus or something? now I got something in my eye. It's just not a good live today, is it? There's not a lot of interaction. We're at like 40 minutes and my watch is telling me you can still do it, you know, to get my exercise ring closed. Yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be make it to an hour. I love rambling, but if I can't think of anything to ramble about, then it's pretty boring, isn't it? It is so weird because like picking up Allison, driving her to work and picking her up, I can make all these stupid jokes and stuff and we have a good time, and I think, why can't I be like that on my live? Why can't I just, I mean, I'm not bouncing off of anybody, but that's why I need to have guests as well. But I say these witty things and it's funny, or maybe she just laughs to humor me. I don't know. Can you hear that? I'm just gonna let the dogs in. Give me a second, I'm running away again. Good thing I gave you all those flowers to look at. Nina? Hi Nova, you wanna come here? Nova, come here. Come on, Nova. Nova, come here. Come here. Nova. Okay, she'll come here, don't worry. She's just drinking some water. My hair is there. That's some volume for you. Nothing else to talk about. Even my Samantha seems to be gone, whether it's her internet or she just is bored of me. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Yes, so I will take a picture of the flowers behind me as well because I don't know how bright this is right now. I can see what I can see, but I don't know if that's how it's showing up for you guys. Nova! Nova, come here. Come here. Hi. Come here. Come here. You're the girl. Here. What's this? Hi, Nova. Nova. You good girl? Oh, you're a big girl. Look at what all the people are missing. They can see you later, but they're not watching live. Yeah. You good girl? What? You're gonna be so big and you're not gonna fit on my lap. Where are you going? Is it almost bedtime? There. You gonna look at the camera? You're not sure, are you? Samantha says, oh look, you just had a burp. And she says you're cute, but you're just unsure because you're off the ground. Huh? You off the ground right now? Do you want me to let you go down? Yeah? Okay. That is our Nova. Spending time with Nova. So, I tried to match the outfit. Well, I chose my outfit before I did my Bitmoji, but the Bitmoji one, these cross over in the front, and for some reason I thought, oh yeah, that's awesome, that's exactly how mine is, but it's not. It crosses like here. But anyways, it's a pretty good match. What? Now you're back? Now you're back? Do you want to come up? Now you want to come up? What? Good girl, but nobody can see you down there. Sorry, she's a good girl. She's gonna be a big girl. She's got such big paws. So, yeah. What else? Working out. So yesterday when I was in the shop, like I said, I went late to the shop, even though it was Saturday, it closed at 10. So the kids, Thomas had made dinner for him and his siblings. He made like a pasta bake, and I was trying to make something for me and Steve that was pretty quick and easy and healthy, and I said I did like a chicken veggie stir fry. But when I went to the shop to get the ingredients, I saw two people, and they both mentioned how much weight I'd lost because I haven't seen them in a long time. And it was really good to hear that because I, you know, with not having the yoga and the shred being done as much, but I'm still doing the cross trainer, like I felt like maybe, well, I did definitely lose strength, but I thought, oh, I'm just, maybe I'm like going backwards, but it was nice to get those compliments. So yes, I did say about Nova getting big because she has big paws. She's a Doberman Pinscher, so she will be a big girl. Oh, Samantha says this baby is going to be big. How much is the baby measuring right now at 23 weeks? Or why do you think that the baby's gonna be... Oh, Samantha, she says because she looks like a whale. That's not true, and it also is not definite that the bigger the mom, the bigger the baby. And you don't. You look normal for pregnant. You're halfway there, so... I'm just watching Nova being silly, trying to get comfortable on top of a pillow instead of on the bed. It is not true. Stop it. Samantha says it's very true. What? You can't get comfortable, Nova? You don't fit on that pillow? I can't help you. You have a whole bed there to lie on and you're just trying to get on top of the pillow. You're a good girl. So, life of the puppy. So much fun, right? You can come here. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. You just want love. Can you show them your paws? Can you show them how big your paws are? Yeah? How big you're gonna be? They'll see you because they'll see you when you're big and full grown, huh? Yeah. You a good girl? Is your name Nova? Nova? Nova, Nova. She's not gonna fit on my lap like this for long. So I better take advantage of my grand fur baby. One of 3 grand fur babies, right? Amy and James have a dog, and Owen and Owen and Bobby have a kitty. Okay, go down. So I need to put all these pots back outside as well. I don't know if you guys want to see what some of these plants are. This is a skimmia, and it is a white flowering one. Some of them look more pink. I know, I don't think people care. I mean, some people like flowers and stuff, but it's actually turned out it's still in the pot. It's called Skimmia Finchy. It's still in the pot that I got it in, so I need to put it into a bigger pot. But I thought it would look nice. Oh, actually, you can see them better now. These blue hyacinth. They've always been really short. I think maybe they're supposed to be that short. Aren't they cute? And then I do have some, like I said, woo-wee! That, I almost dropped that. I do have some daffodils that, like my daffodils just aren't blooming yet. Like the, oh, I have a ladybird in there. I don't know if it'll come into focus. Oh, it's not a ladybird. It's like, it looks like a potato beetle to me. Like it's a dark, shiny one. But I'm going to leave it because I don't know what it is for sure. Nova. So, yeah, those are really, really pretty and they smell so nice. They smell a bit like lilacs. Over here I have grape hyacinth. I can take one of those off because there's lots of them. And they just get more and more every year. So I have some different color of the grape hyacinth. I'll put that in a little jar, like a little, what do they call those little pots? Yeah, it smells nice. There's a name for them, the little tiny jars that you put like one bloom in, but my brain is not thinking of what it is right now. That really does smell nice. There's a dog behind me. So then we have some, my brain has farted. It's like a primrose. Like a what's the other name for polyanthus? Like a primrose. I thought yellow would be happy, like my shirt. Happy yellow. Let's see if I can get it in focus. There you go. So I'll show you the little daffodils too. And this is another one here. Another primrose. It is, I can't remember what this one's called, but this is a new one, and there's the short one right here that I bought, and I think this one's called Flame, but I bought them because they're basically the same colors, but this one's a short one and this one's a tall one. So I thought they would look good together with one more thing, but I haven't put them into something yet. Just adding flowers around. Actually, put that And put that further back because it's taller, making a nice display. This is another primrose. I have 4 of these pots by the front door, and most of the time, even though the pots match that I painted, you can see inside that they are just terracotta pots, but I used some old paint on them, and the paint was so old that it gave a textured look because the paint was, you know, old, so it like was not. But instead of wasting it, I used it to paint these pots, and that was quite a few years ago. And oh, they have a nice smell too, like a perfumey smell. So yeah, instead of wasting the old paint, I took some terracotta pots and I painted. I think I had painted 5 of them, but one of them got broken. But it's okay because my stand has only 4 places, so it worked out all right because I just replaced the one that got broken. I think it was a postman or somebody that broke one. Somebody who was not someone who lives here. But these ones are really pretty. So usually at the front door, I had done in these pots that I changed for the season, I do 4 different colors or something, or 2 and 2 or whatever. But this time I did 4 with the exact same plant in, so it's looking good. And I really like the colors of these. So that goes at the front door. I have little daffodils back here, and there's also, it's hard to see, but there's a columbine growing in this pot as well, like an egolija. But instead of lifting that one to show you, I have this little pot here with tiny little, I don't have the, because there's a little puppy that is stealing my tags and knocking over my pots, and the gravel, like the grit falls out. So especially these little ones, there's a little puppy that keeps stealing things in my garden while she's getting trained. So, but it is very tiny little daffodils in this pot. And Samantha says, flowers are lovely to have around. I like roses. I like roses as well, but I don't have any that are in bloom at the moment. Oh, yeah, it's not focusing, but you get the idea. And then this is like, I don't know if it's a saxifrag. I think it is. Or it's an alpine plant anyways, but my brain is not remembering what it's called. So you can see it's an alpine, it's little, and the flowers are just lovely. And you know what's so weird about this one is it was on my workbench outside, and it wasn't even in a spot where I could see it flowering. And I noticed that, oh my gosh, it has all these beautiful flowers. So I had to move it to more of a place where you would get the beautiful flowers to enjoy, because you want to see these things on display. That's one of the nice things about growing things in pots, is that you can move them around and change the display or bring them in for your live. Right, so I showed you guys this already, but I can show you again. But it's, oh, because I turned my camera somehow. Oh, and wow, we're totally in the wrong place, aren't we? Anyways, you can see over here by the crow, you can see the chasing in of the wires that go down to a plug from the electricians. So it goes all the way, oh, you can't see because of that light, but yeah, that's where it's chased in, so we have to fill that in. And if I go this way, you can see the TV. So I don't want that glare of the ring light on the TV. So I'm trying to fit you into in between, but. So I showed you this again, my new Easter thing, and the flowers in it are fake, but it's good for inside. And this, I don't know if I should even pick it up, but I can bring you closer. It is Fritilia. So like snakehead Fritilia. Let's see, how is the best. Yeah, that's good. I hope that's in focus for you guys. But yeah, I made a display with 4 of those, and the pot that it's in is really cute too. It says, I tried to bend my light instead of bend the thing I was supposed to bend. The pot, if I move these, it says right here, flowers and garden. But obviously it's backwards right now because that's how the Facebook Lives work until I turn things around. So yeah, I'm just, telling you about my display to kill time because no one's there. Obviously Samantha talking about roses is there. And I do have quite a few roses, more than I ever thought. I was really scared with roses in Canada. I don't know what I was scared of because they grow really well here and in Canada. But I did buy a few in Canada, but it was shortly before I moved here, so I didn't even get time to really enjoy them. But I do have some roses here, so when they bloom, I add pictures of them in my gardening albums. And again, you're blooming lovely. Wait, I can't do it. I can't do it. It doesn't work. I don't know how they do it. I can't like totally get the whole ring light off of, like, I don't know. I'm not a pro at this stuff. So what else is there here? I showed you everything. Yep. I've showed you everything. And Samantha says, Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Yeah, that I'm not going to say that any faster, but I did pretty good for never reading that phrase before in my life. It's probably harder to say when you're not reading it as well. Somebody's thirsty. I already ate my supper. Oh, Samantha says from Singing in the Rain. The movie? I have seen that movie, actually. So next is working out and then chilling. And on Fridays, Gardener's World comes out, the new episode. So because I did not watch it yet, I will be watching it when I get up to the bedroom after I'm done. Actually, no, that's not true. What I'm going to do when I do my workout is, because I'm going to go on the cross trainer, elliptical, I'm going to turn on Gardener's World down here. And then when I'm done on the elliptical, if I still have some more of Gardener's World to watch, I will switch to the upstairs. Samantha says, yep, the movie. I am in love with spring and nice weather and the sunshine and being outside. And even though it's still chilly with the sun shining, it makes me happy. And then if I can get into the greenhouse, at least, even if it's chilly but the sun shining, it feels warmer in the greenhouse and you're out of the wind. So, and those tables are just delightful. More room for the dog to lie down, especially now that there's 2 dogs, so they'll both want to be in the greenhouse with me. And yeah, I'm just very excited about that. So again, I'll put those photos in the comments. So I think we will wrap it up for another week here. Samantha says, the past 3 days have been lovely. Yes, I agree. They have been lovely. And I would say yesterday more than today. Well, today's been all right, but it is a bit chillier today than... No, I'm not going to complain. It had its chilly moments, and then it had its warm moments. So I got stuff done in the garden both for these days. So I know it's supposed to be nice for the next few days, like weeks as well or whatever. Like we're supposed to have sun this week, but I know that there's also things in the house that I need to get done as well. So I wish I could be outside all the time, but the house stuff doesn't get done if I don't get outside. However, like I said, the electricians will be here Monday and Tuesday. She's right there.
Eh? Oh.
Thomas was trying to be very quiet so he could grab Nova to go to bed, but he went to open the door to let her inside, and but she was already snugly on the couch going to sleep. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go for this week. I will see you guys next week when spring has already sprung. And Samantha, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is next Sunday. Yes, I'm almost, no wait, 27th. I'm pretty sure it's next Sunday, well, sorry, like Saturday, like at midnight, whatever. I think it's next weekend that we change our clocks. It's the last weekend in March that we change our clocks. The 27th, which I believe is also Mother's Day here. So I will see if my mother-in-law, Trisha, that is Steve's mom, wants to be my guest next Sunday on Mother's Day. However, saying that, it's getting super close to Amy's wedding as well. That's 6 days away from Amy's, well no, 5 days away from Amy's wedding, because Amy's wedding is April 2nd. So yeah, I'll see if Mom wants to be my guest next Sunday, even just for a few minutes, because it is Mother's Day. And other than that, I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a great week. Tell those people that you love them. And if you dream about someone, it's probably a sign that you need to check in with them and make sure they're okay, even if it feels weird. All right? So I will be sending my auntie a message when I'm done this, because dreaming about it twice is trying to tell me something. All right? I love you guys. Have a great week, like I just said, and enjoy the sunshine. Even if, like, I hope that even if you have to work, that you have a window or something that you get to enjoy the sunshine. And I know Canada, you guys are just sad because spring comes sooner here, but it will, like tomorrow really is spring, so you will have the beautiful days and the snow gone and all the stuff blooming before you know it. All right, I love you guys and talk to you next week. Bye.